What's good, my YouTube friends and family? Welcome back, and today I'm here to give you guys my review on the newest SML movie, Game Night Part 9. Now, I saw Logan's SML Instagram stuff and posts and everything, and I saw that the newest piece of SML merch is an actual SML board game. It's called Jeffyopoly, which is a parody off of the classic board game Monopoly. Now, I never really liked the original Monopoly as it is because it always takes too damn long, and sometimes if you're new to the game, it's complicated as hell. Only pro experts who know how to play Monopoly probably already know how to play it. But let me know if you guys play Monopoly more than I do. Like how often do you play Monopoly? But anyway, with that being said, hopefully there are other board games for them to play other than the newest SML board game. But with that being said, if you guys would like to watch the original video, as always, I'll put a link in the description below, as well as a link to my social media and second YouTube channel, so make sure you go and check me out there. Make sure you go and subscribe to the original SML channel, support the original creator, and to confirm if you watch my reaction. If you want to make sure that you watch my review from beginning to end, to make sure you comment 5 game controller emojis. And also, this is one of the longest SML videos that I've seen this year, about 19 minutes long. Damn. But anyway, let's not waste any more time and dive on into the review. The first board game they brought out is called Fainting Goats. Bro, I swear, who are these people who be coming up with these whack-ass board games? Like, Hasbro's came out with a few weird board games. Like, I can't really name some at the top of my head, but yeah, these people and companies be coming out with some weird games. And I want to know who's the motherfucker on this planet who comes up with a fucking Ouija board and sells it as a fucking board game. And for those of you who play it, why? Why do you want to talk to dead spirits? Like, no, and risk getting possessed? Count me the fuck out. Hell no. No. Who made this for a children's game? If ain't this should, I was gonna say this should be made for adults, but even they shouldn't play it. No, this thing that all Ouija boards should be banned from existence. As soon as they said cows, I had a feeling that there was going to be a Cody mom joke somewhere, but here we are. Got hit with it. Okay, that was actually kind of interesting how they actually made the goats faint, but still, I want to know who's the motherfucker out here who be coming up with all these weird board games. Like, there's also a board game about there picking up dog shit. Like, I know it's not the same color as shit, but who makes a board game about picking up dog shit? Like, hey, Tyler and Sarah, want to play a board game with me? We're going to play a dog shit game where you have to pick up dog shit. Like, no! Bro, Junior over here be a sore fucking loser. Like, every single time when they play a board game and he ends up losing, he always flips out and flips over the board game off the table. Like, bruh, I get what he was trying to say, that there's no such thing as a quiet train, but it's part of the game. You have to follow the card of what it says. Like, it's not that hard to follow instructions. Cody, you're over here bringing these mom jokes upon your damn self. Bro over here brought out a board game called Moo Moo A Chew. And it's a cow. So you obviously know with Junior and Joseph, they're going to make jokes about your mom. So why are you bringing these games over knowing what the type of friends that you be having? Junior, this is why you should just... Logan, you should actually stop with the Cody mom jokes, because this one was not even funny. Not even clever. What the fuck are these... Like, this cow game is so fucking confusing. Like, I'm over here reading what the instructions say, and this is so fucking confusing. Like, huh? Jeffy over here saying, tell your mom to hush, Cody. Like, honestly, this is the first time I've ever heard Jeffy say a mom joke to Cody. And honestly, that was actually pretty funny, because this cow over here talking and shit and making every other SML cast break character in this scene. Like, nah. Bro over here saying I put the moo moo juice in her butt. Cody. Oh my gosh. If I actually bought this game in real life and played it, there is no fucking way that the way to insert the bubble liquid to make her come out of her nose is to insert it into the anal cavity. Like, if that's the case, what the fuck are these game creators even doing? Honestly, I'm over here watching them playing this whole game, and it's starting to look confusing. So why don't we just wrap up and move on to the next board game? So Junior over here having an idea saying that they should they should all make their own individual games and send them to the video game company, which I'm assuming is probably going to be run by Goodman. And then he over here saying whoever's board game they like the most will probably sell it. And obviously by the title or the thumbnail of this video, I think it's going to be Jeffy with Jeffyopoly. Bro over here saying he invented Connect 2. Bro. Anybody could do that. They could do Connect 2, they could do Connect 3, Connect 5, 6, 7, or 8. Bro, anyone could do that. You did not invent. Oh my god, Junior. Hopefully these other two, Joseph and Cody, did something a lot better than Junior. Bro over here saying the reason why he invented that one is because Connect 4 takes a long time. That's the whole point of the game, is to be creative. Like, honestly, I would say I'm pretty good at Connect 4. Like, I've lost a couple of times, but I think I'm also pretty good at it. Like, I cannot talk to save my life. Connect 4 has to be one of my favorite games because it always gives me an opportunity to actually use my brain and actually think of different ways where I can go and try to block off the other person. And I'm assuming by the end of this video, the SML question is going to be, what is your favorite board game? And if that's the case, then my favorite board games is Sorry, Uno, Connect 4, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Sorry, Uno, and Connect 4. But let me know down in the comment section, what are your favorite board games to play? No. Junior, you over here saying whoever rolls the highest number gets first. You got a 4, Cody got a 5, and he said, Joseph's like, bro, he got your ass on that one. And he was actually excited to go first. And he's like, all right, new rule, best 2 out of 3. Like, nah. You can't change the rules at the last minute, boy. Okay, what the fuck? Bro over here said, okay, nah, so Cody and Junior both got tied with the dice because they both rolled a 5. And he said, okay, that's jiggle weather. Like, what the fuck? Okay, that was actually kind of funny. I like that improv. No, what the I'm gonna use that. Boy, the weather is so bad, it's kind of like jiggle weather. What the hell? That was so fucking random. Honestly, this whole scene is a mess. Why don't we see what why don't we see what Cody and Joseph and Jeffy came up with already? Bruh, are Junior, Joseph, and Cody's games basically rip-offs of other board games that were actually invented? Like, at least with Jeffyopoly, it's like a themed version of Monopoly, but with SML characters. That's not a rip-off, but that's just making your own theme of a board game that already exists. So, like, that's something you could do. Like, I like what Jeffy's probably going to be doing. That's what I'm assuming that's what Jeffy's idea is because of the thumbnail. Hold on! I'm over here paying attention to Cody's Twister map, but I didn't even pay attention to the fucking spindle wheel thing. Hold on. Let me see this. Okay, so I see a penis, abs, a smiley face, and ass. So the yellow smiley face has face, the green one is ass, red one is wiener, and then the blue one is abs. So I'm assuming what this game is about. This is Cody's game, by the way. So let's say if I spin the wheel and it lands on wiener, so I have to put my wiener on green. No, I'm not doing Cody. Get your ass out of here! Bro, saying we can touch tips. Like, either you can go that way out the door to go home, or that way out the window to go home. Like, I'm not playing this game with you. Joseph, and no. Okay, I like that. I like that interaction. Joseph, at first, when I saw what the materials of your game were made of, I was like, okay, so he's actually making a video game from scratch. This could be interesting. But then he over here explaining the rules, showing us how he actually plays it, and I'm more confused than I ever was before. Cody, I thought you of all people would like to play a game where you actually get to get tied up and put into a corner like a bad boy. Like, you know what? Jeffy, bring out Jeffyopoly. Okay, so off of how it looks, the Jeffyopoly game actually looks pretty decent. I like the pieces they got for it. So for Junior, they got his bib, Joseph his basketball, Cody's glasses, Jeffy's helmet, And then the background, I see Marvin's mustache, Chef Pee-Pee's hat. I'm assuming that's Jeffy's pencil, so Jeffy gets 2 pieces. And I'm not entirely sure on what that hippo-looking thing is supposed to be. Bro, Jeffy over here said Goodman eat cheeses. Honestly, thinking back at that SNL movie Scooter's Birthday, I honestly forgot about. Not gonna lie, after this video, I might have to go back and rewatch Scooter's Birthday, because that's where Goodman got the idea to buy Chuck E. Cheese when it was going bankrupt, and then turned it into Goodman Eat Cheeses. When his son Richard was actually the one who wanted to be called Richard Eat Cheeses, but instead Goodman took the idea from his son and named it Goodman Eat Cheeses. Oh, wow. How ironic that Junior landed on military school when years ago there was actually a 2-part series of Junior Goes to Military School. Well, actually, now that I think about it, this is how the Junior Goes to Military School series started. So it started off with Bowser Jr.'s clown car, and then after that video came Cody's Revenge. And then after that, then came Junior Goes to Military School Part 1, and then Junior Goes to Military School Part 2. So that video had that video series had 4 videos to lead up to the actual military school plot. So that's actually pretty interesting. Jeffy, I get that this is your board game, but at the same time, just because you made it doesn't mean that you automatically win. Like, Junior over here taking all of Joseph's money because he landed on the same thing he did, so he just took all his money, and he said, I basically won. Jeffy's like, nah, I think eeny, meeny, miny, I win. I'm gonna take your shit. And that's how the video ends, but we never really got to see them actually mail out all these board games, except for one, to the board game company, and we didn't get to see which one would obviously sell more, but I think it's safe to assume that Jeffy's game won because this thing's already available on the SML merch store. And as for the SML question, I literally called it. What is your favorite board game? Like I said, Sorry, Uno, and Connect 4. So now we're on to the ratings. So the plot of this video is going to get, what should the plot get? The plot is going to get a 2. It was a pretty decent plot. The first 2, the beginning of the video was them playing 2 different games, and then after the second game, that's when they decided to come up with their own individual board games. And I like how they all had their own ideas, with Junior and Cody copying off of existing board games, Connect 4 and Twister, while Joseph and Jeffy got creative and created their own board games from scratch. Well, Jeffy being a Monopoly theme, but it's still pretty creative. So yeah, the plot is going to get a 2. So the characterization rating is going to get a 3. Junior and Joseph were okay in this video, a little bit making mom jokes. Cody was good as well, and Jeffy was good as well, although most of this video was just them breaking characters from scene to scene. So yeah, characterization is going to get a 3. And last but not least, entertainment is also going to get a 2 as well. I mean, it was pretty entertaining, but them breaking characters from time to time again kind of got a little bit annoying at this point. And some of the scenes with them playing board games and explaining the rules to said board games were a bit confusing. And everything was just everywhere at this point. So that's why entertainment is going to get a 2. And so with that being said, SML Movie Game Night Part 9 is going to end off with a 7 out of 10. It's a pretty good video. I think it's a little bit better than Game Night Part 8. Honestly, I kind of forgot what was in Part 8. I might have to go back and rewatch that one sometime this week. But anyway, that's going to be it for my review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos that I make for you guys to enjoy. And if you guys would like to watch if you guys would like to watch the official SML video, as always, I'll leave the link in the description down below, as well as the link to my social medias and second YouTube channel, so make sure you go and follow me there. make sure you go and subscribe to the original SML channel, support the original creator, and to confirm if you watch my review all the way from beginning to end, then make sure you comment 5 game controller emojis, alright? And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out!